Today I'll show you the best mixed reality tips and tricks for MetaQuest 3. Here, not only beginners but also pros will find useful information to further improve the mixed reality experience with the MetaQuest 3. If you haven't seen my review of the MetaQuest 3, you can find it in the info cards now. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Thank you to my sponsors, Voodoo's VR, Open Events and Virtual Escape. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Tip 1. Room scan with furniture. You can scan your entire room or even your entire apartment or house to prepare it for mixed reality apps. To do this, go to Settings, Physical Room, Setup Room in Quest 3. Then scan your room and you can even after that place additional furniture such as tables and shelves, which then can also be used for a mixed reality. That's really cool. Tip number 2, set Guardian to the maximum. So that the Guardian system doesn't annoy you, I mean the virtual wall setup here when you approach a real wall, simply draw it to the maximum. That's 15 by 15 meters. Then you won't get a message in the mixed reality app so quickly when you leave your area. Remember that the room scan is not the same as the Guardian system. Tip 3, developer mode. For some tricks in the mixed reality area, you need a developer account and mode. To do this, go to the Meta developer page and change your account to a developer account. Then go to the smartphone app under Menu, Devices, MetaQuest 3, Headset Settings, Developer Settings and activate developer mode. Tip 4. Deactivate Guardian system for mixed reality. If you want to completely deactivate the Quest 3 Guardian security system, in contrast to the tip I just mentioned, for example, if you want to cover a huge area, first activate the developer mode as I explained to you in the previous tip. Then install the MetaQuest Developer Hub software on your PC, which I have linked in the description. Here you log in with your created developer account and connect the Quest 3 to your PC via cable. Confirm the USB connection inside the headset once. In the software you can then optionally set the connection to the software via Wi-Fi, which I definitely recommend. Then deactivate the boundary option. Now we can use mixed reality apps without limits. However, some apps may turn the limits back on when you start them, so you have to turn them off again in the tool. Tip 5. Mixed reality in dark environments. If you want to use mixed reality in a very dark environment, for example to play a horror game, then Quest 3 sometimes does not have enough light to track the environment. To still enable good tracking, you need infrared lighting. A small module that you can see here can be purchased in the description below, and it's just a plug into the USB-C port. Overall, the opposite is actually recommended. I mean a very bright room for mixed reality. That's much better, but you can still use this one. Tip 6. Activate pass-through mode quickly. To activate the pass-through mode, I mean the view of your real environment to the Quest 3, simply double tap your hand against the Quest 3, then it will activate the pass-through mode. If the setting is not activated, do this in the settings under physical space, pass-through and activate double tap for pass-through. Now you can watch videos or have the browser open while you see your real environment. For example, you have a cooking recipe, a virtual one, while you cook yourself in your real environment. That's cool. Tip number 7. The perfect mixed reality room. The Quest 3 can do the room scan and scan the environment best when you play in the quiet environment. Places where there are a lot of people walking around are not suitable. There should also be no moving objects in the room, such as office chairs, or they should at least stay in the same place for gaming. In addition, the room should not be too crowded or too full of items. Tip 8. Clean cameras and sensors. Yeah, in fact, if the camera or depth sensor on the front of the MetaQuest 3 are not clean, tracking or even image quality from mixed reality pass-through may be affected. So you can clean it with the microfiber cloth. Here the 3 sensors and the small cameras here. Do this sometimes and it can improve the experience a little bit. Tip number 9, set IPD correctly. Some people have reported me that they experience motion sickness in pass-through mode or in mixed reality. On the one hand, this may be due to the warping effect, which cannot be completely avoided technically, for now at least. In some cases, it is also because the eye distance was not set correctly. There are several methods to measure your eye distance, which you have to adjust in the MetaQuest 3 with the wheel under the headset. The easiest but least accurate method is to use a ruler. It's better to have an app for your smartphone to measure the distance. You can find an example app in the description. The safest method, however, is to go to an optician and have the distance measured professionally. They often do this for free and it only takes a few seconds. Tip number 10, good mixed reality apps. Some good mixed reality apps you can get started with include Coaster Mania. Here a virtual roller coaster rides through a real environment. In Drop Dead the Cabin Home Invasion, you have to protect your home from zombies, which can also be very scary. In Aspire 2, on the other hand, you have to complete agent missions in your own living room. There are also different quests in this game. If you want to try out a mixed reality multiplayer game, I can recommend you BAM! You fight against your friends in a robot battle arena that floats in your real environment. Yeah, I hope these mixed reality tips and tricks can improve your experience even further. Please leave a like and a subscription and hit the bell. And if you want to check out my playlist with mixed reality games, you can find it in the info cards now. Thank you for watching and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE